Hi everybody, Lance here, the Ultimate Postman, and today I want to talk about the MacBook Pro or MacBook Air with the M2 chip. This guy right here. As a PC user, this has been my Dell. I use it for video editing, I use it for maybe playing a few games here and there, but I also use it for doing documents and everything else. I am actually not buying the new MacBook Air or the new MacBook Pro. I did buy one for my wife this past Christmas. She loves it. It's got the M1 chip. A customer had us do some work on his stuff, and he dropped off 2 of these older MacBook Airs. I was able to piece them together, so now I actually have my own personal working MacBook Air, and I use it for light duty stuff here and there, for working on my kids' stuff. If I just want this thing to boot up and check my email, check some map stuff or whatever. This is the A1446 model line, nice and thin. It's got a display port, USB-C, SD card reader, MagSafe charger, another USB port, and a headphone jack. And it doesn't look half bad, to be honest, minus some of these dents it has here and wear and tear, but that's something you get on any laptop. One of our customers just brought in a MacBook Air with the M2 chip, and this thing totally blows this old guy out of the water in all performance aspects. And here's what I like about it. It's just a little bit smaller than this old 13-inch, and it actually makes sense of how thin it is. It's about as thick as this guy is, maybe a little bit thicker down here at the front. Not only does it have 2 USB-Cs and a headphone jack, but they've gone back to the regular MagSafe charger. And this guy is super fast. See how long that took? Not that long at all. Another thing I like about this, their new power bricks are tiny compared to the original USB-C MacBook charger. This thing also comes with a second USB port, and you won't be able to use your original MagSafe charger from the last generation because this guy is actually wider and slimmer than those ports were. Data transfer, we're able to transfer close to 200 gigs of data in like half an hour, which is really quick. Now, these are USB style ports, but they're actually Thunderbolt 3, which is twice as fast as USB 3.2. Will I buy one of these for myself one day? Probably not, because I do just about everything PC minus this guy, like I mentioned earlier. What is your guys' thoughts on the new MacBooks with the M2 chips? Leave them in the comments below. And of course, I appreciate comments that I've gotten in the past. Shout out to the 3 comments from my past video: Mushy Games, Nate Chapman, and Travin Romer. I think I got that right, Travin Romer. Thank you guys so much for your comments. Thank you all for the 8 that subscribed on my previous video. Go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Again, this has been Lance, the Ultimate Postman. I'll catch you next time.